Had a couple of really bad days, so I didn't post a whole lot. But I'm doing better today, and I'll tell you why later, or why I think I'm feeling better. But for now, I wanted to bring you along. This is so hard for me to do. These curtains, let me show you, that I bought for the Trail Manor, I just love them. They're kind of fringy and fun. Anyway, so I am in the process of cutting them up. Me and my Ginger scissors are, well, they've got this top thing on them here that is supposed to hang on poles as curtains. Well, I'm obviously cutting them off, and it's pretty difficult to hack up these gorgeous curtains, but I'm hoping that the gorgeousness of them will continue on in the Trail Manor. But I wanted to save this part, I wanted to save, because I'm thinking I can hang that on the wall and maybe clothes hangers, hang stuff up, or squirt bottle in the kitchen, or I don't know, there's all kinds of things I can do. When I started cutting them, and I'm going to have to finish these edges off too, this is a seam line over here. So it's not going to, ooh, that light's bad. It's not going to fray too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and sew it anyway. And then on this, look at that, man, these things just go like crazy. So I'm having to be real careful. I don't know how to stop this blue light on my camera. So, old guy on a bike. I know you have this camera too. Does yours flash a blue light? And if it does, can you please leave a message below saying how to turn it off or why it's flashing? It's very, very annoying. Anyway, back to it. So, I am going to put you right here. I don't know if you can see or not. Yeah, sort of. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting as close to this seam as I possibly can, and trying real hard to miss the little fringy things, because I'm cutting it on the back, but I want to miss cutting off the little fringy things on the front. And the reason I'm cutting it on the back is because it's just easier to see this line back here than it is on the front. So I'm going to keep cutting. I've got one curtain done, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to do. Well, I figured for, I think it was like $20 for a pack of 2. So yeah, I went ahead and bought 5 packs. Yeah. Well, that way if I screw it up, I've got some extras to fall back on, and I did check, and they are all same lot number, so the colors on these are all going to be the same. And then as soon as I get this seam, this cut right here, I don't waste any time getting into the sewing machine to put a lock stitch on this so that it doesn't fray out even more. I don't want to lose all this. Cutting and cutting. Anyway, so I'm going to keep cutting, and I've got the measurements already for the curtains, or for the windows in the Trail Manor. But when I get all done with this, I think I'm going to haul myself out to the Trail Manor and just kind of hang the curtains up and kind of get an idea what I want to do. Hang on. What I want to do as far as construction of the curtain or curtains. I don't want to cut those little fringy things. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to haul all this stuff out there, or maybe just one panel I'll just bring out there and hold it up. I got the painting. I got as far as getting the gold painted underneath that big heart on the wall. And if you haven't seen it, just go back a couple videos where I painted the little decoration thing. Anyway, I got all the red done, or pink, whatever color it is. And I got the yellow done that's underneath the big heart. And I got a little bit of the black framing in painting done. Not a lot. Like I said, I haven't felt real good. And I think the reason I'm feeling better is, let me turn you around here. Anyway, the reason I think maybe I might be feeling better is on a couple of the YouTube videos that I've been watching. There, you know, they have the commercials. Can't get away from commercials. Had this thing, I can't think of the name of it. Maybe I should just pause and go get it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, so you know the infomercials at the beginning and whatever of all YouTube videos. This one infomercial kept catching my eye, and I watched it and I watched it, and I looked on the internet and read a few of the testimonies or product reviews, whatever. So I ordered it. Was not cheap, let me tell you. But I went ahead and ordered it because, to be honest with you, at this point I'm desperate. I am so tired of hurting. This sciatic nerve pain that I've had, gosh, I think I've had it since September. And with it, you know, I couldn't drive anywhere without being in excruciating pain. So pretty much the only places I ever went, or the only places I've gone since September has been to doctor's appointments. And then depending on how I felt after the doctor appointment, I would venture off and go do a little bit of shopping. Walking on cement floors, Costco is completely out. I cannot do Costco. It's too painful. Food Max, Save Mart. I have to have my list, and this app I've got on my phone, Listonic I think is what it's called, I can organize what I want to buy by the aisle that they're in. So if I go in and spend $150 at the grocery store, I'm in and out in less than 15 minutes, and that's including checking out. Anyway, so back to this stuff. I saw this lots of times, and I really thought about it, and I'm thinking, you know what? The price of this thing is pretty hefty, but if I can put this thing to use and be able to walk, go upstairs, drive, you know, you don't know how, well, I remember when I had this before, back to another story. I had this before this sciatic nerve thing flared up. And it was because I squatted down and pushed a full-size telephone pole 3 inches, because it trained, because it just wasn't where I wanted it. Well, when I squatted down and gave it a push, my back went, my lower back, L3-4 something. So anyway, I spent a year in bed, literally a year. A walker, um, going up and downstairs was miserable. My husband, before he passed away, he'd get up and go to work, and before he left for work, if it was winter time, he would bring in firewood for me, light pieces, so I could keep a fire going. And we had a little refrigerator in our bedroom. It was at his office, but he brought it home, and he would make a couple of sandwiches and put an apple in there for me and some drinks. Anyway, that's how bad I was. I couldn't get up the 2 or 3 stairs to get out to this part of the room, much less make it this far. Anyway, so I bought this thing, and it showed up in the mail yesterday afternoon. Yeah. Oh, it's called, I know I'm keeping you in suspense, that's the idea. It's called the Nanotech Pain Relief Kalo Cap. I don't know how quite to pronounce it. And I'd show you the patch, but I've got it on my back. It has a nice little kind of a, what is this stuff called? Felt packet that you can store it in. It was a lot bigger than I thought, and it's on a plastic. It's got a hard texture to it. It's like a card, you know. It's it's not very pliable. I mean, it's more pliable than a credit card for sure. But anyway, it gets caught on my shirt. Anyway, the sticky stuff that goes on the back of it works really, really good. There you go. That's the name of it. Kailo. Anyway, the sticky stuff works really good. It's been on there for 24 hours now, and it's still hanging in there. When I first put on the commercials, you know, they put it on this girl's neck, and she's like, oh, and she tears up, and I'm thinking, yeah, right. It doesn't hurt anymore. Oh my God. And then the guy that likes to golf, he's like, oh, that doesn't hurt at all. I didn't get that. I didn't get that immediate relief. No, I didn't. So then, I think I probably put it on about this time yesterday, and what time is it now? 6 o'clock? 6:04. This morning when I woke up, wow, what a difference. I've only taken half of a Vicodin today, and I took that about an hour ago because I was starting to get a little uncomfortable. Whereas normally I would take a whole Vicodin every 7 or 8 hours. So since yesterday morning, I've had 1/2 of a Vicodin from then until now. So I'm hoping that this patch thing is I don't know. I know that there is a fragmented disc, and a piece of it has come off and is floating around inside of my spine, which is what's causing a lot of my pain. Can't get in to do voluntary or what is it? Something procedures. It's not a life-saving procedure, so hospitals aren't, which is fine. I don't want to go in the hospital. But yeah, this Kalo patch, or however you pronounce it, and I bought it. They didn't contact me. This is just my honest truth of how I'm doing so far. And the instructions don't give any specific. They said wear it as long as you want. I might buy about 30 more of these and just wear them. Make a dress out of them. Anyway, so far so good. I have, well, I've been working on curtains today. I'm getting all set up in the kitchen. Let me show you. That's how good I feel today. I'm getting all set up. I don't know if you can see it, but that's canning jar lids. And I got the jars in the dishwasher. And that I made. This is my beef jerky. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I got a bowl of it right there. I bought carne asada meat. I bought carne asada meat quite a while back, and I just hadn't been using it. You know, it's not something I always buy, and you got to chop it up real small because it's very tough. So I thought, ooh. So I took it out, defrosted it, and cut it into beef jerky strips. Get a piece out here for you. That's kind of a small one. And let them sit overnight in, I don't know what concoction I came up with. I have no clue what I put in. I know there was garlic, pepper, some salt. What's this here sauce? Yeah, that's how I say it. What's this here sauce? I put a little bit of teriyaki in it. Onion powder. Anyway, put it on my dehydrator for, I think it was about 8 hours. Turned out really good. So I'm getting ready to do some canning. I got a lady coming that does my shopping for me because, as I said, I can't walk. Anyway, she's bringing me a big old bag of carrots and hopefully some zucchini because I want to make relish, and I make my relish out of zucchini and bell peppers and all that yummy stuff. So that's what I'm planning on doing with my canning jars if she ever gets here. Anyway, so I'm going to keep cutting on this, and when I get done with this and get the edges all sewn, I better do it right after this one because it's getting dark. I will bring you back and kind of show you what I'm doing out in the Trail Manor, what I've done with the painting. I'll bring you back either maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. I'll go out there and show you around. All right, I'm getting back to work. Toodles!